Hi Leo, welcome to the pink full moon in Scorpio for April 23rd, 2024. It's called a pink moon because of the pink flowers that come up around this time. Sadly, the moon won't be pink, which would be really cute. But in any case, pink flowers are just as nice. Full moons close out cycles, so we can be closing out a major cycle. And you are here with your higher self. Number 2, spirit. 2 is always duality, partnerships, choices. And this is spirit, so your higher self. So you may have to choose for your higher self at this time. You may be a partner with your higher self. This time is a really nice card. You're connected. You can probably feel like you're being led. This is really nice. Let's see where this is taking us. In any case, this is the direction the reading is going in. So you could be getting message from your higher self with this particular reading. The first column is you and, where you find yourself at the time of the new moon, or if you are knowingly aware of a cycle or a situation that you're concluding that's coming to an end around this time. Nice. The High Priestess goes really nice with the higher self. Okay, the second column is you and how you're acting, how you're feeling, how you're behaving, what you're thinking during these next 2 weeks, or in regards to this closure that we are experiencing. Moon, also interesting in this instance. Especially these, this is nice. They're associated, the moon and the High Priestess. And the last column is probable outcome, and it is probable because some things we can change, right? We read or we watch tarot videos to gather information and to make informed choices. But some things we're meant to experience we can't change, and that's because it serves our growth. It's always to serve our growth. Okay? We're meant to experience them. All right, let's have a look and see what's going on here. Well, your intuition is high, and you could have very intuitive psychic energy. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to thoughts that come in, to people that you think of, to songs on the radio. You know, let's say you have a question. This has happened to me several times. I have a question and the song will come on and answer it. It's pretty interesting. But there are synchronicities like that in the world, in our world. You may be dealing with a Page of Pentacles. This is a Capricorn card for me, or somebody who's behaving like a Capricorn. So this may be somebody who has finished learning something new and they're ready to apply it. They want to show the world what they can do. It is very much a self-empowerment card, right? I just studied this and I learned it. I'm going to show you now, look what I've done and look what I can do with it, right? Employ me, try me, use my new business, that kind of thing. It may be something that you're doing behind the scenes with the High Priestess. She's very secretive. This is a very secretive energy. Your intuition is absolutely high. The Page of Pentacles associated with Capricorn. Capricorn is half goat, half fish. So the fish is very connected, right, to the intuitive waters. Okay. If you're struggling getting this new thing off the ground, or you're struggling with anything at this time, you may intuitively feel or know to wait until things have come around in your favor again. But in the meantime, it's about refocusing your energy, right? Refocus. So if you keep hitting a brick wall, Don't keep hitting the brick wall. Refocus. And the time will come around again where things will go in your favor. But if you put too much energy into the struggle, you're just digging yourself in a little bit deeper into the mire, into the mud. Now, Capricorn is a very determined sign. The mountain goat will pick any crevice to get their footing or to get to where they need to go. So we keep trying, we keep trying. And if you can make it there, you know, any small crevice will do. But again, the Eight of Swords is saying that at this moment your hands may feel a little bit tired, or you may feel like things are a little ineffectual. But there are things going on behind the scenes that you may or may not be aware of, which would be your higher self or your spirit might be realigning things for you. And so it's important for you to use your intuition at this time. This is also what you deem sacred and divine. But I really feel like for me, with these three cards, there's intuition going on here. Also secretive things. Okay. Okay, I need to pull one more for that. There is something that we're coming to an end with here with that Ten of Wands. 10 is the end of a cycle while beginning something new simultaneously. And maybe that's where you feel like your hands are tied. You need to finish this up. Now again, like I said, there are some major planetary things happening where we are beginning a new 14-year cycle. And the Ten of Wands is taking your responsibility and finishing them up. So maybe you feel like you can't start this new thing yet. However, you're trying to do both simultaneously. And so you can kind of work behind the scenes on this other thing while you're moving forward with your current responsibilities and finishing that up. Slow and steady wins the race with this card. So like I said, no need to rush things. Can feel like a bit of a heavy load though at this time. I do feel a little bit tired with you. However, Capricorn is pretty relentless when they're busy doing something. They'll rest afterwards, they say. Okay. How you're dealing with it? Well, you have the Four of Cups and the Moon. So there is some dissatisfaction or displeasure. And you're being offered something new right now. To fill that cup up with what you want. If you've been dissatisfied, depressed, distressed with what's gone on before, and you have, especially with that Moon card, because it's a moodiness, right? And this is the Moon in Cancer, so we can be a bit moody at this time, Leo. But you are being offered something to change that up. That's pretty plain to me. There's just this kind of moodiness. I do think this moon is going to affect you. Ooh, yeah. Another lunar cycle here. So the Moon in Cancer, the Moon card, and the Eight of Cups, which is letting go of old things or things that used to give you pleasure. We now have to let them go. We're turning our backs on them. We're moving. We're walking away from them. But we're moving up. Okay? Moving upwards. Upwards and onwards. Onward and upward, rather. And it can be with a bit of a heavy heart. I definitely can see that here. With this card, you want to be careful that the mood that you're feeling, this kind of grumpiness or dissatisfaction or moodiness, you may miss out on an opportunity if you kind of stay in that energy. You may miss out on this new cup that's being offered, so do be careful there. However, I do see you sharing some kind of a new cup with somebody else. Two of Cups is partnerships. It's your heart's mirror desire in someone else. And they can they can be a rather different person than you are. But there is something in that other person that matches a desire that you have. And that makes a good partnership. And I think that your partnerships are going to be a little bit different in this case because the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. And Virgo prefers the more practical side of relationships. It's about somebody who helps you out with the dishes or will stand next to you and cook with you and wake up on Saturdays and clean the house with you, as opposed to showering you with diamonds and jewels and that sort of thing. It's the more practical side of partnership. It seems to me a little bit disjointed, this reading. I think there's a few things going on here. I don't think it's just one line. It feels like there's a lot of different things happening. Or a couple of different things in any case. Even if this is a partnership, right? Now again, remember I said that your partnership is with Spirit as well. So there may be some very practical advice you're receiving from your higher self. I also feel like this is a little bit about self-love. Now, because you have let go or faced some fears, you get a wish fulfillment. And that's the Nine of Cups. And this is exactly what the moon is asking you to do. The moon says, face your fears and they will lose their hold on you. When you shine the light, the shadow goes away, right? Meaning that you look at it, you pay attention to it, you face it. And the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. It's emotional fulfillment. And you have the Nine of Pentacles as well, which can be somebody who feels very independent, even within a relationship, even within that partnership. Because it becomes very practical, it becomes very grown up, right? It's very mature. And then along with that comes the emotional fulfillment. Wow, that's really nice. And even if that partnership is with your higher self or with somebody else, perhaps a Capricorn, or somebody who behaves like one. And the interesting thing about the Capricorn card or Capricorn person is they can feel things very much on an emotional level, and they just have a difficult time saying how they feel, right? It's like they can't find the words for it. But all's well that ends well. The Two of Cups is really a nice partnership. It's love and romance if you want it to be. You still maintain that sense of independence, but there's emotional fulfillment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Leo. Something nice is happening for you in the end. Let go of the fears. So, what does Spirit want you to know? The silence. Be still, for all the answers lie in the silence. Your higher self, right? You're going to get some information when you quiet your mind, when you find a way to face your fears. Perhaps go into meditation. It's really nice. Really nice indeed. All's well that ends well. Thank you for listening, Leo. I hope this has been helpful. I will return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Thank you for listening to this general reading. It is general. I keep it general so that everybody can kind of use the information that's being offered for their own particular scenario. Thank you for listening. Take care.